Back to the news, many local nonprofit organizations have been hit hard by COVID-19, and efforts are now underway to help those who have helped so many others. Channel 3's Jake Chapman has more.
Nonprofits like Northside Neighborhood House have helped Chattanooga families for almost 100 years, and their aid is more important now than ever before amidst the COVID-19 pandemic.
We've never experienced this before as a nation, as a county, as a city.
Chris Behrman with the organization tells me one of their biggest sources of funding is grant writing, which is somewhat of a process.
Grant writing is tricky. You really have to be prepared in advance to know what it is you do, what you do well, and how you measure that.
Before the pandemic, Behrman says it took time before a grant was approved and money could be used.
Generally speaking, you don't have a lot of time to prepare, and it may take quite a while. It may take 2 or 3 months before you hear anything at all.
But COVID-19 has made a surprising change.
So many funders have gotten together and, one, simplified the application process, and two, made it a very fast turnaround so that nonprofits could get help. And
other nonprofits in the area, like the Creative Discovery Museum, are also seeing grants approved at a faster rate, as they just received $250,000 from a grant they applied for back in November.
I know in our case, the grants, they do play a major role. They're a huge and wonderful support for us, and specifically during COVID, the funds that we've been able to receive through grants has been very helpful.
Katie Hanners with the museum says they are projected to lose $1 million this fiscal year, and any form of help is much appreciated.
I mean, this definitely has given us such a boost.
Both agree the Tennessee Valley has come to their aid in their most desperate hour, which gives them hope for the future.
This community, our county and city, has always been the kind of place where people come together. That's what makes Hamilton County and Chattanooga great.
Now, both the nonprofits say they did apply for aid from Governor Lee's relief program, and they're expected to know if they'll receive any help and how much they'll get soon. In the studio, Jake Chapman, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Jake. And if you're able and willing to donate to either of those nonprofits, we can help make the connection inside our app. In Hamilton County schools, all staff members and students must wear a mask inside the classroom and throughout the building. Now, there are exceptions when students are in a well-ventilated space with social distancing or when they're outside. Now, school officials say this may be challenging for kids in K through 2 because they frequently touch or play with the mask. Chattanooga Mayor Andy Burke says face coverings are one way to reduce the spread.
To give schools the best chance to succeed. And that means making difficult choices, including making sure that we're not